5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's showtime, folks!
Welcome to Darlington Arena on this Sunday night. A big game here between the minor Bantam AA Toros and the Ajax Knights. With a win, the Toros can clinch first place overall. This will be their final regular season game. Face off here from center, won by Ajax to start things off. Respicchio Jen starting that in. Backhand gets knocked down on the way through. From behind the net now, Ajax will try and fire that around. Taking it from their own end. Gets put back in behind the net. Number 15 for Ajax tries to fire that around. Littleton out there, number 12 for Ajax. Last time these two teams played, Ajax got out to a big lead, but the Toros wound up coming from behind and getting the victory. That one is the first shot on net and stopped there by the Ajax goalie. Now the face-off will come off to the right of the goal. Wins it back to the line. Ethan Dervent couldn't keep that one in. Puts it back in behind the net though. From their own end. Some nice pressure there by Neely as that goes past everybody, including Dervent. Down the ice. No icing on the call. Behind the goal now, Dervent and Connor Cole right out of front. Can't shoot it. And that gets tipped past the defenseman. Aiden Desprez with the puck. Desprez's got to cut through. Takes it to the net and just fires it high and wide over the goal. Sending one to the net, and I believe that's Torella that's got that to freeze it. Face-off will now come off to the right of the goal. Aiden Howard to take the draw, gets one by Ajax. Fired out through center. Scooped up there by Hazelton, who dumps it in. Fired hard down the ice. That goes past Chismedia down the ice for icing. Back into the Ajax zone. Aiden Howard to take the offensive draw. Scramble draw. Ajax win it. Get that up for Lassitz. Lassitz is going to bring this one here. Shot. Nice blocker hand save there by Chismedia. Got his blocker on that. Behind the goal now, Jackman puts it behind the net. Taken away there by Winter. Winter with the puck. Back to the line this time for that shot going wide by Bradbury. Kept in again there from the line. Medeiros tried to send one to the net. That gets knocked down and fires it out. Back up comes Blake Smith. Smith getting up there with Jackman. Had the duck out of the way it hit. Dumps it in. And Torella makes a stop. The Toros are going to go without Brett Foreman, who's away on vacation. It's going to be Jake Lee, who's going to be the backup here for the Toros on this night. Up through center. There's a shot that gets knocked down. Cameron Ryan right in front. Backhand shot going wide of the net. Picked up there by Taylor, who tries to set it up in front. From behind the goal now, number 15 for Ajax fires that around. Cooper Hodgins with the puck, dumps that deep behind the goal. Trying to win that battle over here on the other side. Lead pass knocked down by Nick Perot as he tried to chip it past Littleton. It goes deep, back and behind the net. Number 25 going after it, almost turns it over there in his own end. Littleton with it now. Getting it up over the line. Martin Joseph's going to race after the puck here in the zone. Helfenstein backhand stopped there by Chismedia. Still loose there from the side. As that is Helfenstein who loses control of the puck. And they're coming back up the other way, trying to get around Baldy for an opportunity. Here is Nick Perot with a shot. That gets blocked on the way through. Put back in behind the net. Marinos behind the goal to control that. Stripped off the puck. And it's the Toros that get it. Colton Neely with it. Put it behind the goal for Cole, who sets it up in front. It went over the stick of Desprez before he could shoot it. Fitzpatrick trying to chip it up here. Up through center, they're going to bring this in. It's going to be Desprez with a backhand, stopped by Torella. Back in behind the net, Ajax are going to try and get that away out of the zone, and it comes out. Here comes an opportunity now for McMichael to pass it over there. I believe that's Fitzpatrick right now, number 77. He's got his jersey tucked in, but I know it's either Fitzpatrick or Fitzgerald. So if I have it wrong, my apologies. And we'll go with Fitzpatrick. McMichael trying to set that up in front. Chips that past Bradbury down the ice and here at center. Hard off the boards by Medeiros. Brought in there by McMichael. He escapes a check of Dervent. Puts it deep. Tyler Salter fires that around. Medeiros trying to keep it in. Sends one to the net. Dervent racing after it there in the right corner, left corner. From behind now, McMichael. Trying to chip it behind the net. Fitzpatrick tried to help him. Hard around the boards again. From behind, it's going to be Aiden Howard who tries to get away. Fitzpatrick picks it up. Lead pass to try and get around Bradbury. Winters coming on the ice here for Ajax. And Torella has to come out of his net there to jump on top of it. And then a couple of whacks after the whistle there right in front. No penalties on the call. There will be a face-off in the Ajax end. Face-off will be off to the left of Torella. Late pass over here to the other side. Now picked up by Lassets. Lassets with a drop pass. Winter shot. Blocker save Chismedia. Puck's up in the air. Back and behind the net it goes, and Winter gets taken into the board. Out in front, taken away there by Ethan Maddox, who gets it there for Respicchio John. Respicchio John will dump that deep. Back pass Lassets, wraps it around the boards. That's going to go past everybody here in front of us, including Maddox for icing. Face-off will come in deep off to the right now of Torella. One easily back to the line. Looking to take a shot. Stopped by Torella out in front. It's still loose out in front of the goal. They're trying to jam it past Torella, and they're unsuccessful out in front. Connor Cole now to take this draw just off to the right of the goal. Wins it cleanly back to the line. A shot to the net trying to send it through. Connor Cole trying to win the battle. Gets tripped up. Here comes an opportunity to try and cut that in, and it went wide as Neely couldn't get it to the net. Hard around the boards now, Nick Perot with it. Perot finds Aiden Desprez, who dumps it deep behind the goal. Off to the side, they look to keep that puck out, kept in by Desprez. Skipping one in net wide of the goal. Around the boards again from behind the net. That's in offside. Face off here just outside the blue line. It's going to be Salter over here for Dervent. Dervent couldn't control the puck. It skipped over his stick. Back and behind. They try and jam this one in the front. Stop by Chismedia. Still loose in the crease area and goes behind the net now for Dervent. Dervent's trying to chase it around here against Blake Smith. Aiden Howard has it on his own end. Had it. Now tried to get it up there for Logan Jackman with a nice play to chip it to himself. Now he's got to try and get around Fitzpatrick. Dumps it behind the net. Jackman, first one on the puck behind the goal. Taken away by Ajax. They'll skate this away through center. Look to take a shot to the net. Puts the brakes on against Hazelton. Sends one to the goal wide. Into that right corner. They try and fire it around. Taken into the boards. Now chipped off the boards by Logan Jackman. Tried to get it to himself. Knocked down by Maddox on the way through. Ethan Maddox tries to dump this into the zone. Here comes Trent Taylor racing after it here. As it's back behind the Ajax net. Tapped in by Hazelton from the line. And he gets taken down. This could lead to something here for Ajax, but they couldn't get a pass there to Winter on the other side. There's a pass. Winter gets it now. Tries to cut in. Shot. And a big save there by Alex Chismedia. Johnson to take the offensive draw now here for Ajax against Taylor. Taylor flips that behind the net. Now Johnson trying to win the battle. Johnson out, shot, stopped by Chismedia. Got his glove on it. Couldn't corral it though. Bradbury had it there. Now loses it to Caleb Respicchio. Johnny turns it over. In comes Lassets with some moves. Drops it off. Winter shot. Stopped there by Chismedia. Got his glove on that. Maddox trying to rip it around. That'll get past Bradbury down the ice. and go for icing. Face-off will be off to the right of Alex Tismedia. Littleton going after a turnaround shot, hit the side of the net. Martin Joseph almost bumped out the puck there by Cooper Hodgins. Littleton gets it, back to the line for Medeiros. Medeiros, a shot to the net, wide off the mark. Martin Joseph with it now. Taken into the boards behind the net. Tismedia doesn't have a stick. That goes behind the net now. Now up there for Nick Perreault, hard off the boards and out. Coming in now, there was Neely trying to get it back there to the line. Hodgins fires that deep in behind the net. Ajax from the round end will keep it back there. Look for the pass. Nice knockdown by Cole. Connor Cole knuckling puck in on net. Stopped by Torella. Face-off will be off to the left now of Torella. Jackman trying to stick through center. Aiden Howard will dump that deep, slap it into the right corner. From behind the net, they try and get that puck. Jackman trying to put pressure on McMichael behind the goal. On the side, Tyus Salter turns it over. Jackman drops it back to the line of shot. There's a catch there by Torella, and he'll cover it. Face-off one. Back to the line for Tyus Salter. He'll shovel it deep behind the net. From behind the goal, Aiden Howard gets it. Trying to set things up in front. From behind the goal, they try and jam this one in front. Aiden Howard with a pass back to the line for Ethan Dervent. Back up through center. They're going to bring this in. Number 21 here. Clark, I believe that is. There's a shot. Hitting the player. Wrap around out of front. Just over the stick out of front of the net of Fitzpatrick and cleared away down the ice as that goes past Baldy. Down the ice for icing. Face-off now coming off to the left of Alex Tismedia. From behind, Taylor tried to chip it out of the zone. Chips it away at center. Went over the stick of Lassitz and picked up there by Ajax. They look for that lead pass into the zone. Tipped away past Johnson. Respicchio John tried to chip it in the zone. Respicchio John tries to put that deep in behind the goal. It's right here at center for Winter to try and get away. Into that corner now for Lassitz. He'll get followed by Ethan Maddox, and we're getting the first penalty of the game. It's in behind the net, and it's going to go to the Toros to Maddox. Winter out in front, taken away there by the Toros and touched up. Face-off off to the right now of Tismedia. Won there by Johnson. Cooper Hodgins cuts it off, gets it over there for Aiden Desprez, finds an open lane and dumps it down the ice. Torella coming out of his net to play that behind the goal. From their own end, they're going to start this, led by Johnson. Johnson's going to bring this in over the line. Get away from Desprez, go into that right corner. Now he's going to get pickpocketed by Perreault, fires it down the ice, right into Torella to make that stop. Torella leaves it there now for Bradbury behind his own net. Bradbury keeping it behind the goal as they try and get around Connor Cole for the opportunity over the stick of Medeiros down the ice for icing. Face-off now coming off to the right. Won easily by the Toros in the offensive end, and Salter puts it behind the goal. The pass from Martin Joseph. Over here to the other side as they bring this in. Back to the line now, looking for a shot to the net. Hit a player, and it comes out down the ice. Simeon going back in his own end for it. Simeon from behind the goal, he has it, and he'll start this out from his own end. Stretch pass over here for Martin Joseph. Trying to get there against Ethan Dervent, couldn't do it, fired around. That comes out, and it gets past Boland. Here comes Aiden Howard, short-handed, walking in, shot. That gets blocked first as Simeon came back on nicely on defense. And that is deep in the corner. They're trying to dig away at it. Littleton is also in there. Littleton with a pass from Martin Joseph. Martin Joseph sets one to the net, stopped by Dervent. Doesn't know where it is, finds it at the last moment. Up here for Trent Taylor. Hard around the boards and out. 5 seconds left to go on the penalty to Maddox. Torella leaves it behind the net now for Ajax. Toros have killed off the first power play of the game. Cameron Ryan tries to set things up in front. Trent Taylor trying to win the battle down low and escape the check of Baldy. 2 minutes left to go on the clock. Cameron Ryan's in there digging as well to try and get it out of there. Off the foot there, Fitzpatrick back in their own end. Baldy, a lead pass, trying to get it there over the stick of Fitzpatrick, back in the zone for Hodgins. Hodgins puts it around the boards again for Cameron Ryan. Back here again for Cooper Hodgins. He tries to fire it around. Now here comes the opportunity now for Taylor with a pass. Respicchio John shot. Scores! Caleb Respicchio John opens up the scoring, snapping it over the right pad of Torella to make it 1-0. Face-off coming off to the right of the goal. Trying to win that scramble draw there was Connor Cole. Still loose there in the zone against Jackman. Chipped off the boards, trying to get it there is Dervent. Back over here to the other side. They look for a lane to dump it off the boards for Jackman. Over his stick. No icing. Behind the goal now, it'll be an opportunity over here to the other side for Winter. Winter goes for the pass up through center, and in comes Johnson. Johnson with the brakes on. Tried to set it up in front. A nice defensive play there by Blake Smith. Bradbury fires it wide of the net. From behind, they try and get it out. It gets kept in there from the line, though. And they score from the blue line. A shot out in front to tie things up at 1. Face off here from center. Trying to bring it up into the zone as Respicchio John. Late pass over the stick of Winter. Right? And Ethan Maddox tries to dump that in. Over here to the other side for Ajax. They go for the pass for Johnson out of his reach. Picked up there by the Toros in their own end, and that does it for period number 1. Respicchio John opened up the scoring, but a late goal in the last minute evens things up to go to the second period. Face off to start things off here. Period number 2, tied here at 1 at the Darlington Arena. Dumped in there by John behind the net. First one behind the goal. Skywin leaves it behind the net there. Kept over there by Taylor. Littleton almost digging to the boards there by Cameron Ryan. Hard around by Nicholas Perot. Martin Joseph with it. Back to the line for Skywin. Skywin put it back there for Boland, who loses it. Shot! Stopped there by Torella. Still loose from the side. Turnaround shot, John. That gets blocked. And now Littleton with it. Littleton hard around the boards and out. Perot knocked that down here at center to try and get around his man. That goes past Littleton into the corner. Boland going after it, coming around the other side. Martin Joseph here against the boards. Taken into the boards by Cameron Ryan. Desprez trying to jam this out of front. Stopped by Torella. He doesn't know where the rebound is, and he also doesn't have a stick. Toros trying to take advantage of that, but Skywin's trying to help out Torella to get him in stick. Turnover there to Helfenstein. Helfenstein loses it there at center. Here comes Ethan Maddox at it. Taken away there by Ajax. Dump it in. Right to Chismedia. Makes the stop and covers it up. Face off. That is off to the right of the Toros goal. Connor Cole trying to scoop up the bouncing puck. Taken away by Aiden Desprez. With a nice move, getting up there with Neely, drops on the pass. Colton Neely comes in. Shot! Stopped there by Torella as he covers it and hangs on. Face off to the left of the goal. It's going to be Connor Cole to take the draw hard around the boards and kept in by Maddox. His shot gets knocked down. Another nice try to keep in there by Maddox, taken away by Ajax. Scooped up there by Colton Neely, who brings this in. Neely is in. Trying to set it up from the side. almost worked to his advantage from behind the goal and then gets taken into the boards and behind the net. And he's a little bit shaky to get to his feet. Face off here just outside the line. Howard versus Clark, trying to get that puck in the zone. Taken away there by Ajax. They've got Fitzpatrick going to the net. And once again, if that is not Fitzpatrick or Fitzgerald, my apologies, but number 77's jersey is tucked in, so I'm just going by years past when it was Fitzpatrick, number 77. So that is my apologies if it's wrong. That goes down the ice. Getting it up here through center, and it's going to be Smith touching it on a high stick. Johnson to take this draw. One there. Tried to tip it around the boards. Bradbury's got that. Tried to get it up into the zone. Number 91. Actually, so I don't get the name wrong. We're just going to call that by the number, and that's number 77. Madero's shot. Caught there by Chismedia. Now it's going to be Johnson taking the offensive draw here for Ajax. In there with a backhand. Trying to get it around Skywind now. Back up the other way as Cameron Ryan flips it to himself. Bolin is behind the net, and it's icing. Face off again, off to the left of the goal. Lassitz puts it behind the net. That is Winter with it now. Winter uses Bolin from the line. Bolin a shot, and it's blocked by John. John coming after it. Respecchio, John, all on his own. Can't stuff it in. He had him beat and couldn't convert. Back up the other way comes Cameron Ryan, taken away by Trent Taylor. Caleb John with it again. Backhand behind the goal now for Cameron Ryan. Cam Ryan right in front. Trent Taylor, a shot stopped by Torella. Taylor gets it back. Trent Taylor tried to get it back to the line on the backhand for Hodgins, taken away by Lassitz. Lassitz is going after it, and we're going to get a penalty coming up. Face off to the left. It's going to be Littleton taking the draw. In behind the boards, Ethan Maddox gets it over there again for Aiden Desprez, and he dumps it out. So it was coincidental minors, still play 5-on-5 hockey. Desprez brings it in. Desprez wide, takes it behind the goal now. Aiden Desprez with that puck now. Sets it back to the line now for Neely. Neely from behind the net. Walking this out. Off the boards there for Maddox. Maddox a shot. Tipped it in front. Nobody there. Still loose from the side. They can't sweep it past Torella. Colton Neely on the puck. Taking into the boards now. Cole trying to win that battle behind the net. He'll have some help with Aiden Desprez. Colton Neely trying to cut it off. Fires it back in behind the net for Desprez again. Desprez for Connor Cole. Right in front of the goal. Nobody there. Helfenstein couldn't find the puck. Toros take it away. Ethan Maddox from his own end. From the penalty box. Dumps it deep. Baldy from behind the net. Over here to the other side. Hard off the glass and out. Down the ice into the corner goes Dervent after it. Dervent for the pass. That's going to come back into the zone for Marinos. Marinos' pass for Littleton. He was able to show some hand-eye and knock that down. Cameron Ryan doing the job over here on the other side. Sorry, that's Blake Smith over there. Coming free. Blake Smith brings it in. Shot. Stopped by Torella as he closes the 5-hole. Face off to the left of the goal. One shot to the net. Caught there by Torella on the way through. Howard to take the draw. Jackman drops it back there for Dervent with a shot going in wide. Salter trying to keep it in. Jackman puts it back behind the net. There is Maderos. Maderos with the puck. Sees the pressure on. Gets that late pass. That'll get past McMichael, who chips it deep behind the goal. Tried to set things up in front. It was taken away at the last moment. Taken away there at center. In comes Clark. Taking out the puck. Chipped out. There is Bradbury over here to the other side for number 77, who dumps that deep on the backhand. Behind the net now is Tyus Salter. Picked up by McMichael, who will put it behind the net. Salter with a stretch pass. Going after Blake Smith. Smith is in alone. Stopped there with a glove hand of Torella. Face off to the right of the goal now. Taylor take that draw. The backhand is knocked down there by Ajax's Boland. Skywin going after the puck. Cameron Ryan beats him to it. Goes into the netting out of play. Face off to the right of the goal now. Skywin behind the goal, followed by Cameron Ryan, wrapped around the boards against Lassetts. Cooper Hodgins deep there for Taylor. Trent Taylor tried to set it up in front. Lassetts overskated the puck, backhand on that. Easy save. Torella covers it. And now it's a face-off off to the right of the goal. Connor Cole tries to win it. Here comes Lassetts with it. Now through center. Lassetts with a drop pass to the other side now for Winter. Winter for Johnson. Winter takes it behind the net. Nick Perot tries to take his man into the boards. Lead pass out in front for Lassetts. Taken away there by Cooper Hodgins, and it'll get cleared away through center. Aiden Desprez coming after the puck. Desprez over here for Connor Cole. Cole trying to chip it behind the net against Boland. From behind the goal, they try and set things up. Taken away there again by Johnson. Johnson's pass was knocked down there by Neely. From their own end now, Skywin. Back over here to the other side. Comes Martin Joseph for the pass for Johnson. Sorry, that's Winter right there. Winter loses it. Colton Neely comes back with it. Neely getting up there with Desprez. Cutting in. Colton Neely on his own backhand stop. Rebound! Fired wide by Desprez. Neely trying to get it here on the other side. Back to the line for Maddox, sending one to the net. Connor Cole tries to find it in some feed area. Right out in front. Neely with a backhand stop by Torella. Still loose. Just wide of the goal. All Toros trying to get their lead back. Desprez backhand. Can't make it through. Ethan Maddox keeps it in at the line. Behind the goal, Baldy is going to try and get it over here for Winter. And Colton Neely puts him off the puck. Desprez behind the goal now. Can't get to it. That gets fired past Hazelton. And down the ice into the Toros end. And it goes for icing. Aiden Howard to take this offensive draw now. Jackman drops it back to the line. Shot to the net. Tip. Stopped by Torella. And he's got it. Face off one there by the Toros. Back to the line. A shot to the net. Just fired wide of the right post. From behind now, Medeiros. Getting it up there for Helfenstein. Taken away by Blake Smith, who dumps it in. Medeiros from his own end will move it over here. This time for Bradbury. Sends a rolling puck down the ice into the corner. First one on it to try and get him behind the goal. Now it's Martin Joseph out in front. Taken away there by Ethan Maddox behind the net. Maddox almost stripped out the puck there by Helfenstein. Taken away this time by Blake Smith. As I try and chip that puck out of the zone. It's on top of everybody here out in front of the net. Now taken away by Aiden Howard and chipped away off the boards. Medeiros will get that puck up here for Littleton. Taken away this time by Aiden Howard. Hard out the boards as it gets past the forward Bradbury. Here comes Littleton with it. Littleton bringing this in over the line. Takes a shot just off the mark. Number 77 in the corner. Behind the net now for Littleton again. Littleton tried to set things up. Cameron Ryan does his job to try and get it against Boland. Around the boards now. Martin Joseph trying to beat John to the puck. He does, and he chips it back to the line. Sets it right in front. Big save by Chismedia right off Littleton. Right in front of the goal, and that was huge for Alex Chismedia on one of the better players on Ajax. Littleton out in front of the net. Face off now off to the left. Referee's having a discussion before we drop the puck. Face off will be off to the left of the goal. Trying to set this up in front, stolen away and out of the zone. Cameron Ryan bringing that in. Cam Ryan has it knocked away off his stick. Taylor tries to get it back to the line against for Hodgins. Cooper Hodgins tries to get the puck free through the zone. Off the boards here to the other side. Trying to put that in there is Nick Perot in behind the goal. Try to get it back there for Boland. Stepping into a shot. Stopped there by Chismedia. Still loose from the side, and Ajax can't convert from the side of the net. From behind the goal now, Taylor tried to chip it around there for Perot. Nick Perot tried to put that behind the net. Taken away by Taylor, trying to get it out. Capped in by Ajax. A shot. Stopped by Chismedia with a glove hand. It goes behind the net. Trying to set it up in front. Nick Perot. Lead pass over John down the ice. Now it's going to be Boland from his own end. Boland with a stretch pass to the other side. Trying to bring it in there against Ethan Maddox. It goes behind the goal. They try and set it up in front. Stolen away by the Toros. Trying to chip it around the boards and get it out. Marino's a shot. Kicked away with ease by Chismedia into that right corner. Maddox trying to win the battle here against Lassitz. Ethan Maddox from behind the goal, setting it up there to the other side for Desprez, who fires it around. Under 5 minutes left to go here in a tie game, 1-1 in the second period. Behind the goal it goes. Looking to win the battle over here. It's in behind the net as they try and set things up. Marino's a shot, gets blocked. Here comes Desprez with a lead pass. That finds Connor Cole, who brings it in. Cole going wide, sets it up in front. Desprez can't convert. Desprez trying to get it here on the other side. Aiden Desprez taken away there this time by Lassitz. Lassitz is bringing this in here for Ajax as it goes wide. Set up in front now to the other side for Winter. Winter takes his pass there for Johnson, who hits a stick. Behind the goal now for Winter to try and get it back to the line. Colton Neely with a smart play. Uses the boards this time for Aiden Desprez, bringing it in. Desprez can't get around the check. Nice play by Bradbury. Behind the goal now is Aiden Howard. Howard has Jackman out in front, but he couldn't get a pass over there to him. Now Jackman puts some offensive pressure on Maddox's shot. That gets blocked by Johnson. And now picked up by Tyus Salter. Salter from his own end. Sees the pressure on by Johnson. Dropped it there for Dervent. Knocked down with a nice play by Aiden Howard, who caught that. Back up the other way, dumps it deep. Jackman going to try and be the first one against Medeiros. Around the boards again here for Helfenstein. Salter tried to get it here on the other end. Looks like we're going to get a penalty coming up. This one's going to go to Ajax, so the Toros will go to their first power play as it's an interference call. And it will go to Bradbury, number 4, that's going to the box. Connor Cole to take the jaw off to the right, won easily. Jackman, shot, just over the mark past Torella. Kept in by Aiden Desprez. Desprez from the face-off circle. Jackman coming in, just over his sticker. He had to tap in from the side. Chipped away at center, and now Perot racing after it in his own end. Nick Perot will get it, fired around the boards. Another opportunity here on the other end with a pass. It was in the feet there of Jackman on that opportunity, and now in comes Aiden Desprez cutting in with a shot. Shot just wide by Cameron Ryan. Missed the net. Dropped into the corner. Ajax take it away. Ajax not out. Nice play at the line, but now Helfenstein will have some time in his own end. Helfenstein with the dumping in. Nice play by Nick Perot here at center. Was able to knock it down. Now get the lead pass for Cameron Ryan to chip it deep behind the goal. That took advantage there for the Toros. Cameron Ryan tried to get it. Littleton racing after it against Salter. And Tyus Salter comes after it there in the zone to try and get it in. Here comes Connor Cole in the zone. Cole taking it behind the net. Right in front of the goal. They can't jam it in front. Toros from the side can't jam it in. Blake Smith. Smith there for Cole. Connor Cole out. Shot. Backhand. Wide at Torella. Other side for Blake Smith. Back to the line for Salter. Chip deep now for Cameron Ryan behind the net. Cam Ryan for Blake Smith. His centering pass to the slot area. Taken away by a black jersey and down the ice. 25 seconds left to go on the penalty to Bradbury. Behind the goal now, it's going to be Tyus Salter. Salter tried to put it around the boards there for Dervent with a lead pass. Tape to tape for Colton Neely, who brings it in. Neely, backhand, stopped by Torella, still loose, and Torella covers it up. Face-off is coming off to the left of Torella, to be taken by Trent Taylor. Won by Ajax, number 77, with the puck. Dumps that deep behind the goal. It's in behind the net now. Hodgins will let Perot take it behind his own net. Now it'll be Hodgins again. Cooper Hodgins from his own end will lead this out with a nice move to get around the defense, then dumps it deep into the corner. It's going to be Marinos behind the goal. Pressured on there by Colton Neely. Trent Taylor with it now. Taylor right in front, over the stick. Hodgins tries to keep it in, couldn't do so. Kept in at center. Now McMichael with it. McMichael hard around the boards and takes a hit there from John as he was changing. John trying to keep it in. Shot to the net. Backhand shot. Stopped there by Chismedia. It's behind the goal. And that's where it's going to stay. 41 seconds left to go in period number 2 before we get an intermission break. Around the boards, kept in by Medeiros. Medeiros a shot. Ajax looking to strike twice in the last minute, but this one's going to be taken away by Aiden Howard. Howard brings us in. Takes a shot to the net. Knocked down by Medeiros. From behind the goal again, it's going to be Bradbury after it. Bradbury's pass over the stick of Salter, down the ice and into the corner for icing. Face off to the right now of Torella. Chip behind the net. It's going to be Medeiros going after it. Pressured on. Still loose. Jackman! Stopped it by Torella. Still trying to find it. And that gets fired past Salter down the ice. That should about do it, as Chismedia is just going to leave it behind the goal. And these two teams are going to go to the third period all tied up at 1-1. Face off from center to start period number 3. Fitzpatrick, number 77, comes in outside. Face off here from center against Connor Cole. Brought in by Clark, taking off the puck. Away comes Desprez. Toros have a power play. Desprez out of front, just over the stick. Kept in here from the blue line by Jackman. Stepping into one, going wide of the net. Back around the boards again to try and keep it in. Now walking out there was Desprez with a shot. Stopped there by Torella, and out of the zone it goes. Perot has to go after it. Clark is gaining on him, and that is a whistle for icing. Referee blew the whistle for icing, but the Toros are on the power play, so we'll just have the face-off here at center now. Cole will take it. Desprez will take it away. Aiden Desprez brings us in. Trying to take it back to the line. It's going to be set up in front, and just wide by Jackman at the side of the goal. Nick Perot keeps that in here from the line. Trying to get it back to the blue line now. It's going to be an opportunity taken away there on the other end. Nick Perot keeping it in, taken away off its stick and out past Jackman. Logan Jackman's got a hustler. He's got number 77 on him. Behind the goal, it's going to carry him out of front. Chismedia can't cover it. And number 77 banging away. Chismedia finally gets it with his glove hand. Face-off will be off to the left against Chismedia. Looking to take the shot to the front of the net. Stolen away by Trent Taylor. Taylor taking this away through center to try and get around McMichael. Off the boards now for Tyus Salter, over here to the other side for Dervent. Ethan Dervent with a lead pass. Tipped in the rest of the way by Colton Neely behind the net. Around the boards, cut off on the wall by Salter. Tyus Salter tries to get it back to the line there for McMichael. Couldn't do that. And it'll be another opportunity to try and clear this away. Littleton has it in the feet. Marino's had it. Loses it to Trent Taylor, who brings us in. Taylor, shot! Stopped by Torella. Still loose! Can't jam it in from the side. Neely trying to get it behind the goal now. And it gets covered up there by Torella. Face-off will take place off to the left. Back to the line for Ethan Maddox, sending one to the net. Stopped by Torella on the skipper on the way through. The face-off will be off to the left of the goal against Respicchio John. Harder on the boards to be kept in by Ethan Maddox to fire that wide of the net. Carrying off the boards and brought in now on the other end. They try and bring this puck in over the line. Put back in behind the goal now for Maddox. Maddox trying to get around Skywin. It's a turnover there on the other side to Helfenstein. Right in front for Littleton to try and pull the trigger. Littleton sends one to the net. It skips over the stick of Maddox and behind the goal. Taken away now this time by Aiden Howard. Howard off the boards now for John, who tried to chip it out. Got kept in by Boland from the line. From their own end. That's going to be Maddox. Dumping it on the stick of Boland. Lead pass. That'll go past Hazelton down the ice. No icing. In behind the goal goes Maddox. Cameron Ryan gets it there for Aiden Desprez to try and get through to the net. Desprez takes it hard to the goal. Takes it behind the net now. Aiden Desprez, great control of the puck. Sends one to the goal for Connor Cole over his stick. Cole still trying to win the battle in that left corner. Taken away there by Ajax as they try and flip it away. Winter hard around the boards. Lassich tries to knock that down. Flipped up and out of play. Face-off will be off to the right of the Ajax end. A shot that gets blocked on the way through. Picked up now by Winter. Winter comes through with a pass. Over here to the other side against Nick Perot. Tries to bump his man off the puck. It's in behind the goal, slapped around. Chipping it out. Aiden Desprez racing after the puck against Boland. Or Bradbury, my apologies. Bradbury gets it over here to the other side. Knocked down by Connor Cole, who tries to put it in. Turnover. Back up here for Ajax. Now Connor Cole tried to slide it in the zone. Taken away by Johnson in his own end. Johnson with a pass to the other side. Bringing that in to try and get to the front of the net. It'll slide all the way in. Knocked down there by Salter. Now skipped up there by Lassitz, who dumps it deep behind the net. Salter slaps it around there for Jackman to try and tip it out. Back up the other way comes Aiden Howard with it. Jackman trying to chip it off the boards. Aiden Howard skating away with it through center. Makes his way through. Howard. Back to the line for Salter. A shot to the net. It'll go wide. From behind the goal, they try and set this up. Aiden Howard trying to win the battle over here on the other side. Taken away this time by Johnson, who sends one in on net. That gets blocked by Salter. It rolls into the right corner now for Dervent. Hard around the boards there for Blake Smith against Boland. Logan Jackman with a pass to the other side for Blake Smith. Smith trying to cut this in. Takes a shot. Right pad save. Still loose. Jackman tries to get it back again. Backhand shot. Easy save for Torella. And he'll cover it. Face-off will be off to the right of the goal. Taylor's going to get kicked out of the draw. Cameron Ryan will come in to take it. Big offensive draw for the Toros. Taken away there by Ajax, number 77. Poked off the stick. Cameron Ryan puts it behind the goal now. It's an opportunity to fire it around and kept in by Maddox with a shot. Taken in the Ajax crest there by Torella. Face-off again will be off to the left of the goal. Taylor, shot off the mark over Torella's glove. Around the boards from Baldy. Kept in here from the line by Maddox. Cameron Ryan shot. That gets blocked. Taylor following it in the corner. Trent Taylor with it. Skating away from the checker. Trying to put it behind the goal now for Cameron Ryan. Cam Ryan couldn't walk that out of the corner. Cam Ryan will get it again here. Now it's Taylor with the puck. Taking off the stick and behind the goal. Down the ice. Right into Chismedia. Makes a stop. Covers it up. A face-off will be off to the right of Chismedia. Back in behind the net it goes. Martin Joseph back to the line for Bradbury. Bradbury fans on the shot. Desprez gets tripped up. Desprez tries to get it on the other side. Aiden Desprez brings us in. Desprez, Bradbury know each other well. Played in Pickering with each other last year. Hodgins tries to get it there with Connor Cole on the other end. Tried to bring it in there with Colton Neely as he tried to do the best he could there at the line. In comes Nick Perot, taking off the stick. Cooper Hodgins, all the way in, over the stick of Torella and then behind the goal. Ajax control it from their own end. Nice play by Desprez, knocked it down. Right pad save, Neely shot. Left pad save this time by Torella and cleared away down the ice. It's going to skip right into Chismedia to make the stop and leave it behind his own net. Taken away by Johnson. Martin Joseph, apologies. Martin Joseph tried to get it there for Helfenstein. Martin Joseph will get it again. Take it behind the goal. Taken away off the stick and fired away down the ice. Boland from his own end. Toros off on a change, getting it up there for Littleton. Littleton, nice play by Aiden Howard there to knock him off the puck. Aiden Howard working over here against Littleton in the zone. Littleton gets a pass here for Winter. Winter trying to cut through. A nice play at the line. Racing after it there is Aiden Howard to try and beat Boland to the puck. It goes into the right corner, coming around the boards, picked up by Blake Smith, who backhands it deep. From behind their own net, they'll start this with Winter. Stretch pass for Littleton. He gets it over there for Lassett's. Lassett's a shot. That hit a stick. It might have hit Salter on the way through. Aiden Howard will flip this away for Jackman to try and get out of his own end. Tyus Salter from his own zone. Back there for Ethan Dervent. Dervent with a pass. Nice play by Aiden Howard. Chipped it up for Jackman. Logan Jackman bringing this in with a shot. Wide of the mark. Coming off the boards there for Baldy is Smith. Takes Baldy into the boards. Ajax come away with a puck. Here comes Lassett's. Lassett's is bringing this in. Drops it for Winter. Winter shot to the side. And it hit the post. A big opportunity there for Johnson. Hit the post. And a pass went over the stick there at Taylor. Toros catch a break as Johnson had the open net from the side. It hit the post and went out the other side. Here comes an opportunity for Ajax. Taylor in front, just over the stick of Cameron Ryan in front of the goal. From back behind the net around here for Winter. Winter gets a pass there for Johnson. Johnson looking for another opportunity. This one he's going to get taken away from him. Cameron Ryan coming after it at the penalty box area with a stretch pass for Trent Taylor, who brings it in with a shot. Stopped there by Torella and a cover-up. Face-off is going to be off to the right of Torella. Desprez tries to put it behind the net. Stolen away by Ajax as they try and fire this puck around. Picked up off the boards there on the other end. Taken away this time and brought into the zone this here for Clark. Clark taking it to the net. Easy steer aside save there from Chismedia. Chipped around the boards again. Desprez chips it out. That'll come here for Medeiros now. Medeiros with a pass to the other side, picked up by Jack Hazelton, who tries to bring it in. And over the line comes Lassett's. Lassett's is cutting in, and he missed the net. Couldn't backhand it in, and now they bounce it in past Chismedia from behind the net, and Ajax take a 2-1 lead. Face off here, won by the Toros. Hard off the boards by Hodgins, now for Jackman. That goes up into this lighting at a play. Face off here from center. Aiden Howard tries to get it here to the other side. That'll go down the ice and in here to the corner with a lead pass. Up there for number 77 down the ice and into the corner. Perot tries to fire it around here for Cooper Hodgins. Hard and out down the ice. Put in back again by Ajax. Hodgins from his own end. Hard out the boards there for Logan Jackman. And it's a turnover there to McMichael. Hodgins tries to get it here again for Aiden Howard. Hodgins hard out the boards here again against Helfenstein, number 77. Drops it back there for Skywin. Skywin's pass for Helfenstein is broken up. Taken away now in the zone by Clark. And Clark is going to get stood up there by Aiden Howard, who steals it away. Hard out the boards, kept in by Boland from the line. Puts it behind the net. Nick Perot racing after it behind the goal now. Chipped away and down the ice. Boland's got to go back in his own end to get this. Hard around the boards. Knocked down by Aiden Desprez here from the Ajax bench area. Desprez will pick it back up again and dump it deep. Scooped up by Boland, who fires it away. Now it's going to be Tyus Salter. Salter hard off the boards for Connor Cole. Cole trying to bring this in against Skywin. Cole nearly couldn't hold the line. He drops it back there on the other end. Ethan Dervent. Dervent with a pass. In comes Cole. Connor Cole trying to get around that check of Marinos. Right in front of the goal. It's stolen away by Littleton, who fires it out down the ice. And that is not going to be icing. Racing after it is Martin Joseph to try and beat Salter for it. Helfenstein with it now. Against Connor Cole. Here comes Helfenstein again. He met Ethan Dervent at the blue line. Taken away for Aiden Desprez. Desprez trying to cut this in. Goes wide. Takes it to the goal. Stopped there by Torella right in close. Ajax with a late pass now. Knocked down by Cooper Hodgins. Hodgins from his own end. Tries to start this through center. It's a rolling puck that gets taken away by Ajax's Johnson. Off the boards and up there for Winter now. Winter bringing this in. Trying to make the move to the net. Backhand goes high and wide over Chismedia. Johnson sets it up in front. Knocked down this time by Maddox. From the side of the goal, Chismedia trying to find it for a whistle. Couldn't do it. Around the boards it goes. Bradbury's going to be here. Bradbury kept it in from the line. Sent one in on net wide. Johnson will pick it up here in the corner. Johnson gets it back to the line. Nice play by Medeiros to hold it in. Littleton behind the goal. Stolen away by Maddox. John trying to chip it off the boards to himself. Back up the other way comes Caleb John. Respicchio John in over the line. It's going to be a turnover there on the other end to Medeiros. Medeiros hired in. Hit Maddox on the way through. Cam Ryan can't get it out. Winter shot. That gets blocked. Lassett's with it now. Lassett's drops it into the corner now for Winter. Ty Salter trying to take him off the puck. Around the boards to the other end for Cameron Ryan. Looking for a pass there for Trent Taylor, who can't go with it. Taken away this time by Johnson. Johnson's in. Shot. Stopped by Chismedia. Got his glove on that. Behind the goal again now, Winter. Aiden Desprez trying to stick to Lassett's. Lassett's pulls over Ty Salter. Here comes Cameron Ryan with it now. Cam Ryan dumping it deep. Alex Chismedia off to the bench for the extra attacker. And the Toros are getting a penalty for the hit in the corner. Face-off off to the left of the goal. Ajax on the power play to the penalty to Cameron Ryan. Desprez takes it from his own end now. Aiden Desprez trying to get through center. Desprez loses control of it. Here comes Clark with it now to dump it deep. Behind the goal again. It's going to be an Ajax penalty this time as they touch that up. Not an Ajax penalty, it's a Toros penalty, and it's to Aiden Desprez. Face off to the left of Chismedia. Now a two-man advantage for Ajax as that's a 4-minute head contact penalty to Desprez. Back to the line for Bradbury. Bradbury to the other side. Medeiros with it now. Over here for Bradbury again. Bradbury a shot. Stopped by Chismedia. Face off to the right of Chismedia. Trying to chip it out. Kept in by Bradbury. It'll go here into the corner. Nick Perot pick it up. Late pass. Blake Smith going after it. Torella comes out of the net to play it away. Jackman tried to get it there in the zone. Here comes Clark. Ajax are going to win this one. 2-1 over the Toros on a late goal by Ajax. And then the Toros wound up getting 2 penalties at the end of the game. And they weren't able to get that extra man on the ice to try and force a tie, as the referee thought the spotlight should have been on him in the last couple minutes. So the Toros wound up getting their 2-man advantage against them and didn't have the opportunity. Bradbury a shot. That goes wide past Chismedia, and that's going to do it for the game. Not sure where the Toros are going to finish up. It'll either be second or third place. They had to pick up a victory to get first. And now Ajax pile off the bench to celebrate their victory, and the Toros have to get ready for the playoffs. Thanks for watching. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from MJ Broadcasting.